everyone, welcome back to A Peaceful Pursuit. My name is Michaela. Today's video is going to be my 13 and 14 week update. If you are new, I'm doing these updates like every week. If you're not new and you're following along, welcome back. So we will start with week 13. I am now 15 weeks as of yesterday. So this was a couple weeks ago. Baby was the size of a pea pod, and my appetite was really starting to come back at this point. I still had a meat aversion. I still have a meat aversion, but I was really expanding like what I was eating. I was actually starting to cook dinners again. I would cook meat for my husband so that whatever I made, he could have meat in it, and then I would just eat mine without. So that has been really great. Just actually being able to eat meals has been wonderful. Skipped my Unisom and B6 combo for one night. We had a wedding, and I think I had been planning on skipping it that night anyway. And so I got home, didn't take it, went to bed, and I was fine. I didn't feel the best at church the next morning. I could tell I was just like, oh, I don't know. Like, it wasn't as bad as it was, but I was like, I feel a little off. But I was just like, I don't know. And then later that day, I ended up throwing up. And I felt like pretty bad. So I started that up again. So I'm apparently, I don't know, I'm still nauseous. Like even right now, I'm a little, it's not like it's like full body nausea like it was, but it's like gaggy. Like if my tongue moves the wrong way, or if I think about something that's gross, like I want to gag. It's really weird. So I am going to try to skip the Unisom again in another week or so. Yeah, I hate throwing up. I'm not scared of it. I feel like when I was a kid, I was scared of it. I was just like terrified of throwing up. I'm not really. It's just so gross. Like I hate feeling so nauseous. But my friend told me she had to take hers into the second trimester, like well into it. And then she, when she was coming off of that, she did the Unisom and melatonin like gummies. I guess you can find them at Target. I haven't purchased them yet. So she would do that at night. It's a lesser amount. Right now I only take a half a Unisom and with a B6. So I think the nighttime gummies are like a lesser amount, but she recommended that. So I'm gonna try skipping it one more time. I don't know, or maybe I'll just go right into that. I'm not really sure. It's really nice to be able to eat again. Plus, like, I'm at the point where I had lost a little bit of weight in the first trimester and I need to gain a little bit of weight. I don't have a lot of weight to lose. I've just always been someone that has a tough time gaining weight. So the fact that I'm eating more things, even though I'm not eating meat, and I wish I was, just being able to eat more stuff has been like, just obviously it's just better for my body too. So I don't know. I'm nervous about that. Like, being nauseous isn't the worst thing, but it's so gross, and like I've just been nauseous for so long that I'm like, I'm never gonna feel normal again. I don't know. That's how it feels. I don't know. So I know that's not true, but yeah. And then this week I really felt like I feel like it was more week 14, but it was starting week 13. Like my bump was really starting to, obviously it's really small, but like it was always there. Because before it would kind of be like in the morning I was pretty flat, and then as the day would go on I would bloat, so it was bigger in the evening. But at this point it was starting to, like, I always had some roundness in my lower abdomen, and it's just always there. Still getting bigger in the evening because as I eat and everything, like I bloat and all that stuff. But it was like, it was starting to always be there. So that was fun. Week 14, baby was the size of a lemon, which to me started feeling like, oh my goodness, that's like actually getting kind of like big. I mean, a lemon is still really small, but I don't know. It's like, it's just so cute. Yeah, and I put still nauseous. Like, I feel pretty normal mostly throughout the day. If I don't eat, I feel sick, so I have to keep up on eating, which is not a bad thing. But that gag, like, and I would rather have that than full-on body nausea, but it's like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like if my tongue hits the back of my throat wrong, or like even when I talk I have to kind of be careful, or I just think about something gross, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just not necessarily throw up, but I'm gonna gag. So that has been there from like the beginning of pregnancy. Like that was one thing, that was one reason I thought I was pregnant, was because I was like, oh, I'm so gaggy. So I don't know. It seems to be more prevalent now, week 14. I'm obviously 15 weeks right now, but yeah, which I'd rather have that than nausea, like full body gross nausea. I would rather just be a little bit gaggy, but it's still gross, and I think it's just more gross because I've just felt gross, you know, for so long. So I think that's part of it. It's just more of like a weary, like a feeling weary thing, rather than really being all that terrible. If I hadn't had all the nausea before and then I was just gaggy, I'd be like, well, it's not so bad, but it's just ugh. And I'm definitely starting to show. I took a cute little tiny bump picture. I was wearing this dress over the weekend, and yeah, it's really cute because it kind of always looks like that now, so I will show you guys too. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now, so I'm a little bit bigger right now than I normally would be, you know, at 7 in the morning, but there's always a little bump and it's so cute. So I'm really excited. It's gonna be so fun this fall, just like wearing cute just fall stuff. I mean, sweaters obviously you can't really see a whole lot, but if you like sweater dresses and you belt them or something cute, it's just gonna be fun to dress it up as it continues to grow. So I will show you that really quick. So this is me like not sucking in at all, because I can still kind of suck in up here, but down here it's like, it's always like that. So it's definitely fun. Oh, one thing I didn't write down and I should have is just feeling like the stretching, like my skin, especially after dinner, if I ate a bigger meal, I would feel, well, first of all, it's bloating, that doesn't help, but I could just feel my skin stretching so much. So I have been putting this belly soothing butter or something from Earthly Wellness. I've been putting that on every night. They say you're supposed to start it early on, but yeah, it's really weird. Like I can tell that my stomach is growing. Obviously I can see it visibly, but I can feel it too. So that's been really interesting. I don't know, but it's just exciting. It's like getting more real, and when you're like, oh my gosh, I'm actually growing, like the baby is growing bigger, it's like it starts to feel more real, because when it's so small it's just hard to even fathom it. So it's been really fun. I have not had any more of the spotting that had quit at 10 weeks, so I'm praying that I still don't have any the rest of the pregnancy. It was just so stressful. I think that's pretty much it. So I am going to be doing some like baby names that I love but that we aren't using, because we've been talking about names a lot and we are kind of, I don't know, like there's very few names that we agree on. I love like vintage stuff like that and my husband doesn't so much, but there are a few names that in my mind are a little more vintage that he has agreed to, surprisingly. So yeah, with that being said, being the girl that I am, like I've had a list of names since I was, you know, like 15. So I have a lot of names that my husband, you know, just didn't like, or I ended up kind of being like, oh, I like that, but not for me. So I'm gonna make a couple of those videos. I think I'll do like a girl one and a boy one, because I always love watching those and it's just fun for other people to get ideas that way. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let me know if there's anything else that you guys are wanting to see. Subscribe if you are new, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.